to finalizing the profiles. Actually, I'm just going to give overview of it. Okay.
So
Uh,
just a second. I made a kind of little objective for this thing.
sure.
So like as you given me, right? So with this, so basic questions I'll go through like at the end, and then I'm sure our guys asked. I sent a form to our guys to fill. Thing.
Sure.
Me sure that as well. I'm sure some people could have been helped us. Let me see. I asked for our guys to submit some of the questions. Sorry, I have recorded your email IDs who helped us. So questions, yeah, I think yeah, this is yeah. So these are the questions we will go through. In meantime, some people has more on project architecture, something like okay. Just I'll give you you cover whatever the thoughts at the end, like not at the end, in between something wherever comes right, we will cover these topics also. This is helpful job. Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
Take this into tab. And this is the one. These two are our objectives. Okay. Go ahead, Jay. Sorry.
Yeah. 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 So if you have any questions that can be answered in the ending of the session, actually, you can ask even in the middle of the session as well. So if I can go about the interview process in the current days, it's a completely quite emerging into new form actually. So they're expecting technical competency as well as with the nice communication as well. Actually, they would expecting so you would need to interact with the multiple teams and you are the person to handle entire from the scratch to end. Actually, you need to take that onboarding like technical support as well as that you need to build the even skills and as well as communication as well. So yeah, as of now I have attended for multiple interviews. Actually, they will start with our introduction actually.
Number, Jaga, you have a number, how many interviews you could have attended? Like, let's say if you take last 3 months.
Last 3 months nearly I have more than 60 or 80 actually.
Okay.
60? 60
Uh,
or 16?
yeah, 60, 60.
Oh my God. Okay. Interesting.
You, Rajesh, you know why I pulled now. You know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
That was my
you ask
question
me,
actually.
if you ask me in my last from last 1 year, I attended nearly 200 plus actually. I cleared 75% of all the interviews. So
Like
I
some people will have in that objective. Like if you attended many, that many, right?
yeah.
How many offers you have? Like why did you do something? It's all like technical competency to get it. He wanted to get into the good thing, so that's what the main objective. I can say that.
Yeah, anyone shifting over to from non-technical to technical here, or else who
Yes,
are
yes, yes, we are.
some other domains actually. So because they will ask you why you are shifting over to from that to here actually, they will ask this kind of questions also. You would need to ready with your answer actually, with a convincible answer actually. That's what I'm okay. So initially they will ask your introduction actually. A few people will not allowed to ask your just will carry on with the interview. This everything that they will focus on skill set only. Initially you would need to tell your introduction with short end actually. So later on they will go with so you can explain your architecture, how big your team, so what are the teams that you will coordinate, how you're going to attend the issues and all. They will ask this kind of actually. You would need to explain the architecture, how your architecture is been designed. Actually, you are the person who designed that from the scratch, or you are just taking forward that existing architecture. They will ask actually. So you would need to tell, yeah, I'm the person who designed that from the scratch, as well as I am working from the existing projects as well. So according to the situation, they will ask, they will touch entire, even that they will ask in cloud. You need to tell in AWS or multi-clouding that you are working. And they will touch in the OS part as well, like Linux, windows or something actually. Each and every component they will just touch, they will screen actually. And the containerization technologies, Docker. Let me give a brief introduction about myself, how I'm giving to the interviewers actually. So I will start with this is Jagdish. Hi, team. I will say like this actually. So hi team, this is Jagdish. Total I have 9.6 years of experience into IT industry. So basically I'm from middleware role. Initially I was started my career with a middleware role. Afterwards I was transformed like a DevOps engineer according to the current market and business expectations. So now I'm currently associated with this Mastech actually. Initially I performed multiple roles in a multiple streamlines actually, with middleware administrator and application support and DevOps and site reliability as well. So each and every project I gave my best of my efforts actually. So if I can say the technical stack, I worked with AWS. In AWS, I worked with the EC2, IAM, S3, and VPC, and the EKS part, the like CloudWatch, CloudTrail, and all this. We would need to touch each and every component. Then only we will come to know. So he has a comprehensive knowledge on these areas. And he will never ask actually, but internally he is expecting all this actually. He would need to tell intentionally, by purposefully would need to tell all this actually. Then the interview will get satisfied actually. So and once this is done, this introduction is done, you would need to shift over to another technology, that is like whatever orchestration part is Kubernetes. In Kubernetes you would need to tell. So these are the objects that I worked, these are the architecture I designed, the work like a CI/CD workflows and the disaster management and the auto scaling part, whatever that you are aware, you need to tell comprehensively with a detailed manner. The ignorance that shouldn't reflect in front of that actually. And containerization technology, each and every component that you can touch it actually. I worked with the containerization technologies, Docker, the version control system. I worked with the Git and the mounting part and observability is like Prometheus and Grafana, New Relic. Whatever you work, you can stress it out there. And like each and every we would need to tell. Then after he will shift to question part, actual questioning part. So he will ask, so yeah, you can tell me what is your architecture? He will ask actually. You need to answer it actually from the end user workflow that you need to answer. Initially, the request will enter into the through the like route 53. Route 53 is our DNS service actually. So that will take the request and that will transfer to that request to like a load balancer endpoint that will enter to the our private VPC. And this architecture workflow you would need to tell actually very comprehensively. Each and every component you can touch, that would be good actually. That will give a good impression on you, because you are aware about the transition of the user request actually. So that will give good impression actually in initial stage. And then he will ask in a realistic questions actually. If some request is not, we are unable to some service is not working, how you are going to triage that, how you are going to debug that issue, he will ask in this actually. So you need to tell all the scenarios, what are the things that you will consider and how you are going to the approach, how is going to debug that issue. You need to tell checking the logs and verifying some stack and each and every load balancer level, each and every even route 53, all the configuration you would need to tell the debugging steps actually. And if I can say, the main objectives here actually, along with the skill set and the technical competency, they will look for definitely for the technical, the communication skills as well. This will play majority. This will take majority share actually. So and the how soon you are going to resolve the issue. That is also under the confidence level. Also, they will look actually. And one more thing, uh, like now people are expecting the programming mainly. the programming, they will ask Python, Go, or Shell or Bash actually. Now the people more interested the area is automation and programming. So you need to. There is no answer. They will never expect this answer actually. Even now the ratio is getting drop actually based on this programming and automation skill set. Who doesn't have that experience, they will simply drop that profile actually. This is what happening in the current days. And one more thing, if I can say, uh, yeah, the evaluation process is like so they are picking if they are picking 10 profiles actually, so they're just finalizing five actually. So even though the five guys give best of their knowledge, their most of the five got selected, they are finalizing based on these criteria actually. So they're giving overall rating for the 4 or 4.5. So by end of the day, they are finalizing based on their budget also. Even they're matching with the skill set rating as well as with the budget also. Now there is a lot of budget constraints is going on actually. You would need to look back what budget that your current CTC as well as expected city. You need to maintain some barriers on that also.
Hey, I have one doubt regarding programming language. So
Yeah.
where exactly we're going to use that? And because even this question I got from last 5-6 interviews. So where exactly we're going to use this programming language and what I could say? So like what is, for example, I have experience with Python. So where I have used this?
Yeah. If I can say, like, so the container logs. Okay, you want to send the logs from the container our pod to our S3 actually. So we want to automate that. We don't want to go manually. We don't want to go run something manually actually. Even the like a CI/CD workflows, even API gateways integration, whatever. So where that fit into the programming, they are just expecting to should be handy with your programming man. That's it.
Okay.
Where they are going to utilize you, that's up to them actually.
Yeah.
Understand.
Lokesh, let me take. Sorry, Jaga, I'll take.
Yeah, sure.
For example, Lokesh, I'll tell you. This is what, if you come to my internet, I'll expect it like this. So you have AWS account. What are resources you created? I don't want to go to the console.
Okay.
Give me with your Python program, list me that, and then send me a list. That is, let's say, for example, one account. So let's say in one account, in multiple regions, there are like S3 buckets, EC2, Prof23, load balancers, the like resources, RDS, and then Elastic Cache. When I say that, in a Excel column, list me the resource name. In another column, if it is EC2, tell me the EC2 instance type, and then what EBS volume it is having, how much storage it is, get me that inventory. And
So
then,
using Python.
exactly. It's up to you. It's up to you.
Okay.
It's up to you. I need an output. That's it.
Understand.
Python, Shell, Java, which language? It's for me. I don't want to do manually. Give me that without program. It's your skill set. When in the interviews, they are not looking you that whether you have Python or skill. They'll ask you which language, but at the end they wanted their job to be done. That's what our expectations.
Understand.
And whatever I asked you, right? That is for one AWS account is okay. Let's say if you go to scalable companies, bigger companies, if you come to like kind of the which my environment, like we have, I'm not exaggerating it the number, but we have like almost like 300 AWS accounts. You know the scalable, right? The people will be wasting resources and all. So you use the opportunity of your programming, deal this environment. That's what it.
Understand. So like mostly for the automation.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And coming to the
Jaga, you up to you.
Yeah. So again. So coming to the salary. So because as you mentioned, yes, there is a budget constraint. I dropped around 5-6 calls because of the package discussion.
Yes.
So yeah, understand. So how we can handle here means like we are ready to like negotiate means like we can dig down, or like how we can handle that situation.
So it's based on completely our current budget and the expectations. So actually, their budget, we would need to ask them what is your max budget actually. So they
Okay.
will tell some figure. So
Right.
according to that, I am fine with that. Also, you can say like that actually. In
Understood.
earlier in a COVID pandemic situation, there is no budget constraint at all.
Right.
Now they are completely stating that there is a line actually, so they're not
Yes.
passing their borders actually.
Yeah, I have seen this one because as I mentioned, like I have dropped 5-6 calls because I just say one number that they say, oh, we don't have budgets.
Yeah, so if I can say honestly, they're not even crossing that 30 LPA that line, even 30.
Right.
So
You're right.
there are a lot of constraint is there actually.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you. Please go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Any questions you can you guys can ask now.
So Jimmy, you had some objective, right? Something. One is that screening thing. That other one, like, so
Yeah,
how many rounds of interviews currently screen, like the screening process, something,
yes,
how that
yes, yes.
yes.
Yeah, so
And
one
now,
question.
yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, go
So
ahead,
if I
Rajesh.
have, yeah, if we have solid knowledge on scripting, right, self-scripting, is that enough to crack the interviews? I have knowledge on JavaScript, but not that much familiar. But scripting is little bit better than the JavaScript. Is that enough to tackle the interview questions?
yes, yes, definitely. Whatever. So they will expect whatever, even Java or Shell or Python. So that can be considered actually. They will consider that.
Okay,
At least you
thank you.
need to understand the logics of the coding, how you're going to automate and all. So they later on they will give some trainings and all. You can tell them fairly, yeah, I'm quite interested to learn the coding and the programming actually. I'm even handy with this coding. You can tell in that way that will work.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, so the screening, screening process is the rounds, levels of rounds, they're taking nearly two, more than two actually. One is initially they will just roughly screen the how the interaction with you actually. So like your communication, the whether you are genuine or not. Actually, they will just screen in that way. So later on, they will sit on completely technical evaluation. Actually, like your technology stack as well as with your programming all this actually. So then after they will in top end they will just look for how much knowledge you have on entire architecture workflow, how that is working, so how you're debugging the entire the troubleshooting as well as problem solving skills actually. If you here now the question is like with the DevOps and as well as both roles are different actually. They will ask very comprehensively. So what is DevOps and what is SRE? In all my interviews, I faced the same actually. DevOps and SRE roles, we are getting multiple calls on SRE roles now, but they're expecting precise answers actually. What is MTTR, MTTBF, and SLA, SLOs? All this they're completely sitting on top of only methodologies instead of technical evaluation. When it comes to SRE, actually, you would need to know the error budgeting and error database record. Each and every you would need to know actually. Has anyone attended for the SRE role interviews in recent days? Okay, fine. So for SRE profile, development background is a must and should. They are expecting Java, even Python, and the even full stack also they are expecting actually. So that rounds would be like according to the companies actually. At least you can expect 2 rounds of interviews in a technical manner, and the HR round will be another extra. That is going to be actually. And the like I said earlier, the budget also here actually they will definitely in SRE interviews they will expect the main of like observability and the alerting system. How you're taking if I can say in some situations our applications goes down, how you're going to handle that situation. They're sitting completely incident management and the problem management. Actually, you would need to know the difference of incident and problem management, how soon you're going to restore that application, that what the precise mechanism you're going to build, that you need to answer by impressing the interviewer actually. So how do you prevent that situation? So the like a DR, disaster management, how you're going to build that mechanism is in a robust way actually. That answer their expect actually. You need to tell us. So I can enable some high end observability to prevent that situations like Prometheus and Grafana and alerting system. So before any resource getting high allocation of the resources, so that will trigger some alerts so that I can go to check and some HPS and cluster auto scalings and some like parallel clustering, that you according to your scope of vision actually you can answer it actually. So these are all they are sitting completely in problem and incident management actually. And uh, um, I- there is a vary of the level of years of experiences actually. For 4 years, they are expecting in different way, and for my experience, they are expecting in a different way actually. So, yeah, yeah, sure, definitely, yeah, yes. Yes, you would need to coordinate. You would need to coordinate with a lot of teams. You would need to work with the developers and the respective teams who are relevant to that issue. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sorry to ask this. What is SRE role? SRE. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
that is apt, Anil, whatever you said, right? No, that's okay. See, you can't expect all of them. That's okay. Yeah, there is, as you said, right, Anil. Let me add you. I am into that. Okay. Uh, Only my manager, my director, like when I talk with them, right, they'll expect you from you. Never say no. That's it.
yeah, you would need.
Never say no. They expect you only. Yeah, yeah. No, only answer is if someone coming, never say no. That's it. As you said, right, with that role. Yeah. That. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that
Yes,
is.
Yes, yes, true, true. Actually, it's not like so. It is that I think the pressure that mounts according to the company and that projects as well. It's not the same for all actually. As I'm thinking. So and also they as you mentioned about the SRE roles and responsibilities. Yes, exactly. We would need to know networking and OS level debugging, even profile management and user management and vulnerability and security point of view. Each and everything we would need to know. And if someone will reach you, you don't have answer to say. You'll never say that kind of I can't deal. You at least need to coordinate with the respective team to resolve that as soon as possible. You need to maintain some SLAs as well. Actually, this is how the SRE roles completely formed actually. And any other questions on top of SRE or something?
Jagdishan, I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Uh, uh, I'm actually
So,
one year.
sorry, like
Go
your
ahead.
name, sorry, your name is saying iPhone. Like, what's your
My
name?
Manasa Anna.
Okay, okay, sure, Manasa.
Sorry,
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
joined through phone.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, go ahead.
So can I switch back to again DevOps profile, or what do you suggest, Anna?
Currently, what in which role you are posting?
SRE engineer, but I dropped since 1.5 years due to
Yeah,
maternity leave.
yeah. See, SR and DevOps is quite similar actually. So you do work with the same technical stack actually. There is no barrier to switch or to here to there to here actually. You can flexi. You will have that leverage to switch over actually.
Okay, thank you.
So the DevOps engineer completely sit on top of infra level, who can design the infra like from the scratch, and that will be shifted to the SRE. He can take care from there onwards. Actually, he do design and he do build the infra, but majority of role he will play here. DevOps engineer who can build that will be shifted to SRE. Actually, there is no barriers to shift out to here and there and here.
Okay, so as Anil Anand said and you said, right, so SRE have bright than DevOps.
Once
So,
again,
you said and Anil Anna said, right, as better than DevOps, SRE have more bright. Yeah, yeah, fine. Okay. Uh, oh, oh. Yeah.
Anil, we will make it some people, Anil. I'm sure. Yeah, yeah. No, obviously, we need money. That's it. Pressure can be, obviously, it will get abused. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, very nice. Okay. Like experience thing, like sorry, like as you said, right? That what is that experience of the person? Like, Oh, nice. Awesome. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. True, true. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, true, true.
Yeah.
True, 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 true. True, true, true. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Uh, yeah. True, 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 true. Nice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mm. Yeah, yeah. True, 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 true. Thanks a lot. Sure, sure. I mean, yeah, yeah. Let's, you need content. That's it. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, yeah, sure. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anuj. Manasa, you know whom to contact now.
I that's what I'm thinking, Anna.
Sure, sure. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks a lot,
Anil.
Anuj. Thank you. So, hey, no problem.
That's
This is
okay. Yeah,
good.
that you had nice points here. Also, now if I can say, if I can come to the background check also, well, that will play a majority share actually here. Actually, once you crack down the interview, also there is a one more barrier for you is a BGV actually. So that is also nowadays people are working in a multiple companies parallelly. That is going to biggest problem actually for you. That will create a multiple PF accounts actually, so that will reflect into their site as well. So that's how they're cracking down. Yes. Yes, so even we try to pull it that PF who has that parallel PFs actually. I tried in my ways actually. So there is no way to get deleted from that website actually. Now even we tried in high end also. It is like connectivity has nearly 60 departments in the central actually. So there is no way. Please please try to stay out of that kind of mindset actually, so that it may be temporarily that you may be benefited, afterwards you start struggling actually. So and one more thing here, the companies is following a digimetric, there is some digi verifier link is there actually. They will ask you to enter your PAN, Aadhaar, and as well as with your this UAN number actually. So that will scan enter your like a form, the ITR track, as well as with your PF statements actually. So that will crack down each and everything, the where you worked, how many times you filed ITR, so how many companies as of now you worked, entire that details it will get it actually. So that from in that stage itself, they are just simply rejecting actually. And the other stages, like they will ask you to open, ask you to share your screen, and they will ask you to log into the ITR portal, and they will ask Form 26AS, and the like PF statements, the bank statements. So a few companies is not expecting all this. So majority of companies is asking actually. So on this part, do you have any questions? How do we overcome that situation?
So, Jaga, here is something like I had.
Yeah, please.
Uh, sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah. So Jagdish, apart from all this, I'm very excited about the resume, how the employers got like 75 employers, whoever, how you have highlighted for them. So means I'm very excited about your resume. Can you please give some inputs on the resume, because that is a
Sure.
major part. Uh, because if you notified for the employer, that is the main reason because of your resume. So please
Yeah,
help
sure.
us how we can prepare our resume. And
Mhm.
I heard some single page and all. So that is a, major part will going to be help. So please help.
Yeah, yeah. Here, just let me add one more point here. So, who are all entertaining with a single line answers, please do avoid that situation. So, as much as you can try to elaborate and describe more about that actually. So, in the instead of a boring answers, you just have some unique answers actually with instead of a single line answer. You can elaborate as much as you know in profounded way actually. That will help you more. Yeah, let me share my screen. I will uh okay.
One second, Jaga, I'll make you host. Just
Yeah, I will share my I will show you my resume actually. So who asked this question? Anil, right?
no, Lokesh.
Yeah, Lokesh. Yeah, Lokesh. So we would need to design our resume with a precise points of job description.
Jaga, I made you host. You can share.
yeah, you guys can see my screen, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is what my resume actually. Even I have done CK, but that I was not added it actually. I was a certified CSAPS as well. So this is what my resume. So whenever you are preparing resume, do like just be like a very like professional way of don't do any zigzag or any kind of magic. Just maintain some simplicity of your resume. So by seeing itself, we will come to know whether the person is experienced or just faking that profile. We will come to know by seeing itself. So don't do any kind of makeover or something. So even you will get a calls based on your previous companies as well. That is what a major role here actually. That will play vital role here actually, because so the earlier company they will consider, okay, he got selected in this company, but he has something on. Based on that also, even though you worked in a startups also, you will get nice calls. But the majority of calls you will get based on your previous company actually. So now I'm getting multiple calls from product based companies actually, even from Sony and the Wells Fargo also I got actually, but I didn't. Even I got a call from Apple. Yeah, this like FANG companies, you know, right? Facebook, all this actually. So based on that, even from my company, I can see the alumni got selected for Google and Microsoft as well from this company actually. And mainly they will rely on top of skill set as well, not only your previous company. They will definitely screen yourself based on skill set also. Yeah, you can see it, right, Lokesh?
Yes, yes, I can.
Yeah,
Actually, it's my earlier resume is similar to this,
yeah,
but I have shared with one of my engineering manager who is working with Amazon in US.
yeah.
So he has said differently. So that's the reason I have asked. Maybe their view of seeing is different. Maybe he's a core AWS engineering manager who worked for the some of the implementations in the AWS. So
Yeah.
he has seen my resume and he said, no, 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 this is not the way. So he has shared some samples. So that's the reason I have asked. The
Yeah, yeah.
curiosity. I don't know. It's different, right? Company to company.
Yes,
So
yes. It's even person to persons also is different actually. Even
yeah.
how you perceptionized about the technology and all, right?
No, no. He said if you are saying you are a like DevOps manager or DevOps engineer, then no need to mention about the other skills because we know if you have into the system, you no need to mention Jenkins, Git, and all because definitely if without that you can't work here, right? So
No,
he's saying that.
so some companies actually very strictly they're expecting you to mention, even the recruiters are asking to mention this tool and at least 2 or 3 lines actually. Some companies are it's all about company to company actually. So they're very strict on that keywords like Jenkins or Docker or something GCP or Azure and all actually. They're even asking to modify and resend it back actually. So you would need to highlight, if I can say like a cloud, you need to mention the tools and what you worked, what are the resources you worked in a cloud, and containerization technologies, how you maintain the report. They are expecting like scanning of vulnerabilities and the security part and networking, even in orchestration, how you deploy the application using Jenkins or GitLab, how you maintain that. Pod security, network policies, all this they are expecting in the at least you would add your points in during the interview session at least actually. If you
True,
not
true.
mentioned, if you are
Yeah,
not.
yeah, you're true. When I have 4 pages of resume, I used to get a lot of calls. When I made to single page resume, it's like
Yeah.
maybe reduced in India. I don't know how it's going to be in other
Yeah,
countries.
actually, India market is completely quite in toxic. Actually, people are like more arrogant.
Yes.
Actually, they're actually while you're answering, they're imposing one more. They're just looping one more question. Actually, it's okay. It's our Indian mindset. We don't need to comment on that. And when
Right,
you
right.
go to US or UK market, they will just simply sit like this. You can tell me what you know. They will ask, do you have any idea for Docker? Any of idea of Kubernetes, you can tell me whatever you know. They will simply sit like this. They will just listen. So they will never interrupt you in during that. Actually, you can tell like disaster management, deployment, actually how your transition of that application smoothly. So you can tell whatever they will listen actually. That's how the US and UK and these our Indian people will just simply go in deep level. What is this? And they're expecting. Yeah, I faced multiple interviews in nowadays. There, one guy asked, "How you how?" So I have three replicas. I want to make it 10 actually. How can you achieve that actually? He asked. Yeah, there is multiple ways. Even in the manifest files, you can edit and you can apply it actually. And there is one scale command is there. Is simply asking the scale. How do you can give the precise the command of that scale actually. I gave kubectl scale. There is some deployment name and deployment, and there is some replica hyphen replica is not accepting. I cannot get it. I am not. I am not able to recollect that exact command. I am saying is no. We need the exact. So even if you go to Google and you can search, you will get it. A lot of scale commands I told like people, some company to company and person to person, the behavior works here actually.
Yeah,
Accepting your answer.
truly agree. Yes, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, see, the interviewer should consider the whether you are aware or not actually regarding that subject. But people are more precise about that. How precise answer that you are giving is they are looking actually. You don't need to worry all about some. Definitely, we are all fit into somewhere actually. So if you are not fit into some companies, definitely you don't need to worry. You definitely will get a nice calls. Uh, in that way.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. That helped a lot. Yes, yes. Yeah, understand. Like we have to be very like describe about the our skill
Yeah.
sets. That's going to be
Yeah.
help. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. So actually, if I can say in resume preparation, just mention like all CACD point of view, one tool or two what you worked actually, and orchestration part also you just mention what are the objectives that you achieved, like HPA and security and network policies and deployment, like a CACD, whatever. And observability part also you can mention what are the tools that you worked actually. Now people are expecting many of tools like App Dynamics and Splunk for and even ELK. So you just mention what all in a Git version control system. You just take one steps into that. At least mention one tool for each and every component of this cloud and version control system and like IAC, like a Terraform or a Terragrant or like a cloud formation and the yeah package manager is a Helm and orchestration. Each and every that you need to describe in a resume actually that will work in better way. And like yeah, you mentioned like if we have any certifications or something that will help for an interviewer to get more about yourself actually. Yeah.
Thanks.
Uh,
Thanks, Jayesh.
yeah.
That's help a lot because
Yeah.
this is a core thing. Because if somebody like you are seeing some view means because of resume, so that's very important. So thanks. Thank you so much.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Shall I stop sharing my screen?
Yes, yes, yes. You can.
Yeah. Yeah. Any questions that can be allowed now? You guys can go ahead. Your doubts and questions. If anyone running with different domains, yeah, they will have definitely have they will ask why you are switching over to from this domain to this domain. They will ask definitely. You should have your answer handy actually. Your good name? Sorry, your good name? Yeah. Please. Yeah. So like you are completely looking for AWS architect or what? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 No, actually, so so DevOps is like it is a combination of all tools. Like you stressed out about AWS or like Terraform and these actually. It's a combination of all tools actually. You don't need to concentrate on more on only one topic actually. You just need to have a overall knowledge on each and every component actually. Yeah. So at least in yeah, if I can say in AWS, you would need at least a minimal exposure and majority of tools actually. Like I said, so the in going forward, the companies what you get the according to their resource utilization actually where they're completely they're hosting their applications actually according to their requirement that question arises actually. So if I can say you just get some at least some minimal resources into your bucket actually in a VM's point of view make it easy to just focus on EC2 and like user management and profile management like IAM actually. So roles and there is multiple stack over there actually. You would need to concentrate on that and the storing some objectives keep it in S3 and EKS, so definitely that will ask actually each and every company is hosting their applications on top of a cloud only, whether it is GKS, AKS, or EKS actually, and API gateways, and at least Lambdas actually. So this is what they will expect, and for some other companies they will expect more actually. At least if you don't know also, yeah, I'm ready to learn actually. I'm just having a granular idea on that. You can answer in this way but fairly you if you don't know anything which you don't need to act like you don't pretend like I know that so they will definitely ask some questions actually so that's how yeah. Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah.
Jagdish, and this is Ashwini.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, my question is if I want to switch, actually, I have 1.5 years in IT with embedded engineer.
Okay.
Now, after that, I have 4 years of gap. Now, I want to resume my career with IT with DevOps. See,
Okay.
now my question is can I get calls as a fresher? Can I try as a fresher?
I don't think so. They will ask you actually. So the pressure thing will work 2 or 3 years actually after your academic actually. So people will ask why you got this kind of a gap. Actually, I don't think, as per my knowledge, I don't think that is possible. Actually, you can try with some experience. Actually, that will work it.
So Ashwini,
Yeah.
like recently, right? You have seen in our previous thing, right? The Haima also got selected as a fresher, like something. Ashwini, we have
Yes.
contacts, so there
Yes.
is no stop barricade. Like you have subject, that's it. So first thing, believe in it. We have the people. I'll put you into that circle. You be with them. They'll help you. And I told you right. So put that,
Yes, sir.
as you said, right? Obviously, as a life process, we will take a gap some and. You tell that genuine reason. This is what I took the break, and then yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
there are the
Few
cards.
companies definitely accept it actually, and so you have a 5 years, right?
Yeah, 4 years gap.
No, no. You said 1.5 year you worked some embedded and a 4 years gap that you have now, which comes on nearly 5.5 years, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Yeah, you can. Yeah, definitely. Some companies definitely will accept it even actually.
Yeah, I got some suggestions from Gangireddy Anna, but I asked this question.
Yeah, see,
Few have
like I
very
said,
suggestions.
in Indian market, some toxic thing term is going on actually. So people will, the mindset is very narrow. That's the reason I'm saying. So instead of wasting some multiple calls, so, just maintain some like experience or something that will give more precise results actually. Yeah, you can, if you really want to try with the freshers, you can try for some time. Then you will come to know the what is the tendency of the market. Then you'll decide which how in which way I need to try it.
Ashwini, go with same 1.5 year experience with your
Okay,
whatever you
okay,
do that. Put that genuine. Put in the LinkedIn.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
You said
you
right.
can.
Write a post for someday, like some kind of blog, at least for a week. You bring me that content, so I'll tell you what to do. There are people already selected. You ping me. I'll give their contacts. You be with them. It will go positive. Sure.
Yeah, sure, Anna. Thanks.
Yeah, you would need to answer how you learn the DevOps, how you manage the things actually. They
Yes.
will ask you. You would need some solid answer for that also. Yeah, what are the how you learned? What are the realistic experience you have? They will ask actually.
Okay, okay, thanks.
Yeah,
So Jaga, like,
Uh,
is that the sorry? Yeah, someone was talking.
yeah. Please.
Hi, Jagdish. This is Surendra. Currently, I'm working as a Oracle developer. So I want to switch for like Prometheus and Grafana kind of thing. So how the job culture and how the things are for regarding this one?
Yeah, your good name is Venkata, right?
Yeah,
Surendra.
Venkata.
Yeah, Surendra. See, only you are looking for only Prometheus and Grafana, or like DevOps related as well.
Yeah, and DevOps as well as in Prometheus and Grafana.
Okay. Yeah, you see, as a stack, it's included too in DevOps actually. So there is no separate stack for there is no separate jobs. We may have actually very minimal scope of opportunities in only observability part actually. So
Okay.
what is your experience actually?
So I have 7 years of experience.
Then I don't think you'll have for 7+ years of observable only observability and monitoring part. This kind of jobs you don't have, I guess actually. So you would need to learn alongside with the DevOps as well actually.
Okay.
Yeah, because only for L1 or these kind of roles will expect monitoring only. So if any issues comes that they will need to escalate to some other level. So this kind of things will work actually.
Yeah, currently I'm in L2 and L3.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would need to learn DevOps as well, actually. In that case,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
like
Okay.
the tools.
Uh,
Yeah,
mm, okay. Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
there are separate jobs also are there. I see in my company, right? Like we have a separate OE team itself. I call OE observability
Okay.
engineering. So
Okay.
there are there. I think. Yeah, you can individually can go. You can separately, but they need a skill set of DevOps. Obviously, these guys also.
Yeah. Actually, my current company also some jobs are related to the Grafana and Prometheus.
Yeah, yeah,
So they are
yeah.
looking for that one. So
Yeah,
that
this is the
I'm
good
asking.
career. This is the good
Yeah.
career. Even like even I'm planning to for a 1 year, right? I wanted to work on this layer. 1 year, I'm thinking I wanted to ask my team. Yeah,
Okay.
alone there are separate jobs are there.
Yeah, yeah, it's there, but very minimal actually. Who are mainly
Yeah.
core part of development they are looking actually.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
we have HashiCorp Vault also there is separate roles is there actually who can design the engines and the Vault. Yeah, very minimal jobs is there actually. That's what.
Okay,
No.
okay.
Currently, yeah. Yes. Thanks, Jagdish. So currently, my project completely migrated to the DevOps, AWS kind of thing. So they, as per my team, they will expect from these kind of roles
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
supporting purpose.
yeah,
So including the DevOps as well as these two things.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So Jagat,
Okay. Yeah.
tell me
Yeah.
this Jagat, like in your day and day out, right? Usually, like so these
Yeah.
kind of questions, like when you get it, how do you answer this thing?
Yeah. So actually, we would need to answer like how big your team actually. So the team in the sense like with developers and as well as so as a business unit we will work as a team actually. The entire like a QA and developers and like SRE DevOps and the managers actually. You would need to tell our team is like this actually. So we have a developers nearly 8 actually from front end. This count like a 5 or 4 and the back end is this much actually. So we would need to we always used to coordinate for the working on that whenever we do any deployment. So we get some stack and we will that logs needs to be shared with the developers actually. And
Okay.
the task like each and every day we do get some work allocations like some provisioning thing like deployment request and so to work on some issue based stack also that the task we will get actually. So actually in my last project I worked we have a team in only particular area like a DevOps team is nearly 4 members actually. We do the work allocations like we will spread like according to our availability and we will work it on actually like we do perform the deployments activity and we will give go ahead for the QA team actually, and this is how the tasks will work.
Okay. Let me, in the interest of time, Jega, like we are little thing, let take our guys priority.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So more on project architecture. Can you tell me one project architecture? How you are answering, Jega? Anyone?
Yeah, sure. If I can say project architecture, in my earlier project actually, so the request we will handle through the DNS service actually. So the DNS will take the calls based on the user actually. So there we will have a hosted zone. So we have created with a domain and the record sets we have. So there is some lot of policies is there like simple and weighted and geolocation there are. So and then we will integrate with our like a WAF or something actually. So for the like a front end layer of protection if any kind of DDoS or something to protect in the front line actually. So that we will integrate with our WAF and thereafter we have a load balancer endpoint actually like Nginx and ingress endpoint actually. So that will route that will take the request forward actually. We will enter into the our isolated network area like VPC. So that will take to the service actually. Service will reach to a till pod actually. So we have a mechanism called 3-tier architecture. One is a front end like with DNS service and the middle layer like load balancer and the VPC and all. So the like there is a application of front end pods and the back end and database. This is how we are actually, and we do manage such a kind of networking as well and network policies and security policies as well actually. So in security, how do we protect our pods actually? So if in some malicious or some suspicious calls, how you're going to black, in which stage that you're going to black. So like in a NSL level also we do have a blocking mechanism and WAF also is there actually.